Good evening, everybody, and welcome. This is the Ultencia PvP Challenger League. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Cody Stone. With me tonight is you guys. Yes, and some fun cyberpunk music. DMCA free Oblivion. Why not? Hey, Krista. Nice to see everybody. Weird Chick. Sorry to hear about the COVID happening in the down under with Asha Felix. Hoping he gets better soon. Coming over. So we're gonna review week one. We're gonna talk rules. We're gonna talk some rulings. We're going to make a couple of quick adjustments on some stuff. We're gonna officially put in the scores. We're going to talk processes going forward for if there's rules infractions that you guys see and want to mention or like bring to my attention, or you guys have questions, how to go about that. So we're going to really take a moment and try to lay down all of that stuff. So that's going to be our adventure for this evening. Thank you guys for being here with me. I got my announcer voice on because we're talking PvP. So I just finished my review of our first match. This Smolder Ride versus Holy Hand Grenade. A great first match. And I wanted to take a moment and applaud our newest team, Holy Hand Grenade. They played a great game. They are also the ones who brought to my attention the rules issue that we had with concentration. If you guys are not familiar, in the second half, Reggie the Warforged, Ragnarok, he did not roll for concentration. 1 second. But I'll try later. So they brought to our attention Reggie wasn't making the concentration checks on his Call Lightning, very first spell he cast. So I had to go back through, and it does have a big impact on the match. And so we had reached out to this Smolder Ride. They would like the points adjustment, but because, and this is the important thing, if your team has a rules infraction and you catch it, please bring it to my attention. I reward good sportsmanship, so there is going to be a gold reward for them for bringing that up. It does make a big difference in the course of the match, that because if they hadn't, I don't know that I would have caught it, or it would have been later in the week, maybe into week 2. So anytime that this happens, please, if you guys notice something, let me know. We're gonna create something that helps me get that from you guys, which is gonna be fantastic. So let's start there. Reviewing what I had going on is this. Had some concentration checks rolled, taken all of the con saves that Reggie made, including the ones he made in response, applying them in order. What we end up with is this. In the second half, cast Call Lightning, then Spiritual Weapon, uses that. That's fine. Gets hit with some axe attacks and heat metal, and it was the second save from the damage of heat metal from the first instance of heat metal damage that would have dropped Call Lightning. Following that, actions that Reggie takes are casting Cure Wounds at 3rd level, which eats up his final 3rd level spell slot. He had already used his 4th level spell slot in round 1. in the first half, which means that he would not have been able to cast Call Lightning later on. How much damage does he deal with Call Lightning in the second half becomes the question, and that is 6 points to Sox and Gavo, where they both make the save, and then a failed save against Twinkle in which he uses his ability to maximize that damage. That's a total of 36 points difference. In the last round, he scored 37 points. So I'm just gonna, you guys can see this in my score sheet up right here. So I'm gonna just adjust this to be 1. Is that exactly accurate? No, because the spiritual weapon in that round did 1. If I want to actually, and I don't mind, I'll be perfectly accurate. Here we go. That's 7. This becomes 9. That becomes 9. All right. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. It's taken some refining. Do love a good sexy spreadsheet, right? So with 36 points difference, we're at a tie. Okay, the tenths of a point. I'm not doing tenths of a point. That to me is silly. And I said I wasn't going to do tenths of a point when this Smolder Ride was down by 1/10. I'm not gonna switch it now because Holy Hand Grenade is down by 5/10, right? You stay for the spreadsheets. That's right. We know what the goodness is here. So that is the amount of damage dealt by the unconcentrated upon Call Lightning. Okay. So that impacts this to a tie. Okay. Now it is a 3-point difference. Okay. So because they caught it and they called it even to their own detriment, I am going to award the Holy Hand Grenades a 3,000 gold piece reward, right? Good sportsmanship bonus. Okay. But that does set our score for the first half. Okay. Now we need to hold on 1 second. We're gonna dig in right here. Let me scroll up. Let me grab my where did it go? Oh, that's a smell. I need to go to League Lobster. Where's the League Lobster? We gotta pin that because that's gonna be something I need to. There it is. Bam! League Lobster. Yeah, take me there. League Lobster, good times, in case anybody doesn't know. It's hashtag sexy spreadsheet. All right. Week 1 scores. So that makes this Smalter Ride 58, Holy Hand Grenade 58, and there is that. We'll get to those in a moment. Match 2 is our lore team, Infinite Revolver, with the 33, and Granny's Gladiators 32. So we're going to bop on over here. We're going to input that 33 to 32 right there. Oh, whoop. Clicked on something I didn't mean to. And now it is over to match 3. Big score, Guilty Conscience 74. Murder Ball Cultist 69. Let's see. Itchy nose, itchy nose, itchy nose. Apologies. Okay, so with those in, we go ahead and click down here. You can't see it. Save scores, and we scroll up, and here we have our standings in at the end of week 1. Thank you. I do too. The team names are absolutely phenomenal. All the matches were extremely close, which is what you want to see, which is how I feel like our rules are doing well. Thank you to everybody that has helped me refine them. Thank you to everybody that has made efforts to document them. Absolutely, really do appreciate it. So, goal difference, points. Yeah, it is 3 points for a win, 1 point for a tie, 0 points for a loss. That is the points, and then that is what it utilizes to do that. I can also set it to be the win percentages, but with this few things, should be good. So yeah, Guilty Conscience currently in first place. Lower team in second place. Holy Hand Grenade and This Small to Ride, Dead Tide. No difference in anything happening with them. Grammys. I gotta edit that. Let me see. Can I edit the name? Well, currently it's Grammys Gladiators. We're gonna make them Grannies at some point. And then the Murderball Cultist. So 39 to 74? No. That's not correct. Let me adjust that. That is 69 to 74. There we go. Okay. So, doesn't move anything at the moment, but very important. Because the goal differential is what makes up the difference for ties. Yeah, I caught it, Alucard. Thank you. But yeah, I'm with you. I was like, wait, what? Is that what speech? What is that? So there it is. Mondays are hopefully going to be nights where we come in, we officially put in the scores, we review anything that needs to be reviewed, and we take it from there. I know those targeted ads. They are on their jam, aren't they? Nicely done. Oh, is that what you're seeing, Pixie? I'm seeing the the Sticker Mule one. Yeah, that is. I was talking about these, the D&D Beyond, which is just a tab over. So, very good time hanging out. That too, both. So, good. Now, yeah. Alright, he knows what's up. Let's dig in. We'll get to weapon effects in just a moment. Our last match of the weekend did show us one of the limitations, one of the exploits of the Draconic Transformation. At the 10-point cost, it is overpowered. Haste is very powerful in and of itself, but we are going to make an adjustment to the Draconic Transformation. And the one second. And the adjustment is going to be this. I'm going to double check something right here. Okay. Here's going to be my adjustment. I like dragons. I think dragons are fun. I also like the idea of elemental damage. Some elements are way easier to choose and be a part of. So, Absorb elements, we're going to look at this spell. That's the most common one, I would say. Triggering type of damage. So it doesn't actually specify. So you could use that against... Could you use that against force? Probably. Spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effects on you and storing it for your next melee attack. You have resistance to the triggering damage type till the start of the next turn. You cannot. Oh, there it is. Which you take when you take acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage. There it is. There's the specification. Thank you. Yep. italics at the bottom. So that's the list I was looking for right there. So we're gonna copy that. The other one I was gonna see is resistance. The spell. Oh, it's right. It's on the top. Hey, Michael B. First time chatter. Nice to see ya. 1583. Okay. Or 1583. January 83. Sounds good. Let's see. Touch one creature. Well, that's not the spell I need. That's the wrong resistance spell. Protection from energy. There it is. That's the one I wanted. Yeah, there it is. Same cold. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. So here is the deal. We're going to come over here to Draconic Transformation. Breath weapon is adjusted as follows. It is a 30-foot cone that deals one of the following damage types. Right? Acid, cold, fire, light. I'm gonna even take off thunder. Fuck thunder. There's no thunder dragons. We got fire. We got cold. We got lightning. I got acid. I'm not even gonna put poison in there. Fuck that. Bullshit. Okay. Yeah, we can get rid of the italics, and we can go back to the normal type size. The normal damage types. Boom. There we go. Space. No bold, no italics. There we go. Let me get the chat's opinion. So I was thinking smaller cone, damage that can be reduced. That was my initial, rules update day, Voodoo. That was my initial thought going forward. The other option is this, or the so let's see, Roboto, no Roboto, Ariel. Why you messing with me? Stop it. There we go. Bam. The 6d8. Are you guys are now you're just fucking with me for no reason, and I don't understand why. Please stop. Breath weapon deals force damage to a single target. That's it. DCs for any boon difficulties are 5 times proficiency bonus. That should keep it pretty in line. Right. Currently 15. Might change that. Because here, what is this? What is happening here? Why are you like this? Just all be 10. Just be 10. You're screwing up my stuff. Stop that. You. Font size 10. You. Font. You. Not that. There. Oh, you jerk. Not that. There we go. Look at that. Now we're back to normal, right? 11. Ah. I've been doing so good with my sexy spreadsheets. Ah, there it is. Now it looks right. Cone feels more dragony than a single breath weapon. Yeah, and actually, I think I'm gonna adjust it from the cone because the cone still has the potential to hit so many people as a bonus action, and that was the problem we were running into. So it's going to be a line. 30-foot line. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Control A. I should have done that. So I think I'm going to drop the force option completely off of it, because force is such a unique, like, unblockable thing, right? Acid, cold, fire, lightning. These are very dragon types. A line of damage still has the potential for AoEs, but with the amount of walls that we have, it's going to be much easier to adjudicate who can get caught in a line. And that's going to be what we think. Text reverting to Roboto. Is that what you want? You want Roboto? All right, let's see. Where is it? Do I have Roboto? There it is. All right, I'll give you a medium Roboto. There you go. How's that? Oh, the text is it was reverting to Roboto. Okay. Thank you for telling me. Alucard taught me reminded me of the magic of Control A, so that was far easier than it was meant to. I like the line. I like the actual dragon damage types. I'm a fan of that. So that's what we're gonna go with. Thank you, Voodoo. You are very, very kind to me. I genuinely appreciate it. Guys, I'm going to be right back 1 second. If Pixie's not back, burn down the chat. All right, bye. Ah, she was here. She made it. Okay. Well, we tried, guys. Nothing else we can do on that one. Good. Good. I think that those worked out very well. The last thing I'm going to say is that burn down the chat. Let's see. So, Weird Chick, just to let you know, so these are bonuses from, like, people get from crowd support. And while we've done a lot for the bonuses to go to all team members, like every teammate, they mostly go to both teams get the same. There's a lot of positive things in there. So a cone and a line. So a cone spreads out like the shape of a cone. It's a triangle from the character, right? It's what you think of when you think of, like, breathing fire. A line can really only, like, people have to be, you can maybe hit 2 enemies. You're creating a literal limit. Whereas in a cone, the bigger the cone, it matters far less how far they spread apart. So it's tactically much more powerful. You are more likely to catch 3 people in a cone with every attack. And because it's usable on a bonus action, it outpaced pretty much anything the characters could do. So that's why it needed to be. You were thinking circle. Okay, yeah. So that's why it needed to be adjusted. That was the big thing there. Now, I think but other than that, I think the rest of the rules worked well. That was the biggest focus of the last night, and I think, yeah, and two people you're gonna have to move more to line up, whereas hitting two people with the action that we had in the third match was very easy, right? And there's just less questions surrounding cones. People, surrounding lines. People have trouble conceptualizing cones. I have come to realize. Let me see here. Not collection. Sources. That's what I wanted to see. Source books. We are looking for the Dungeon Master's Guide. And let's see. I always forget what is in this versus what is in the PHB. Is it in the PHB where they talk about line of sight and using a map? Non-player characters, environment, mapping a settlement, mapping a dungeon, exploration, downtime activities. So, Weird Chick, you are applying what is called logic to a fantasy game that is built for rules not to be simulationist of reality, but to creates its own internal logic to help the game run smoother, right? So you are doing a very common and in many ways appropriate thing, but a dangerous thing by attempting. No, you're not a pain at all. But the danger is always when you go to attempt to apply logic to game rules, right? It just has a moment of, can it help, right? Yeah. So yeah. While what you're saying does make a perfect amount of sense, it's not the way it works. And there are reasons for that. Like I was saying, it might be the player's handbook. Might be the Dungeon Master's Workshop. Spellcasting area of effect. Thank you, Ed. So that describes, yeah, line, cone, cube, sphere, cylinder. Nice. Points of origin. On board. That's the PHB. What I'm looking for is more about line of sight, line of effect, which I think the Dungeon Master's Workshop, they have a wonderful little chart, very similarly like hand drawn, where they're like, all right, let's see what this looks like with dice. What it's near the area where they talk about creature sizes too, I think. Yeah, it's in one of these books somewhere, and I want to review it because the line of sights that we created on the map were good, but definitely the weirdness that we had with Gavo, with him being shot and not being able to see his opponent, that to me should not be happening. But I need a frame of reference so that I can properly decide what should be cover. Yeah, it's probably just in combat then. What should be seeable? You can see like half of the circle. Yeah, and here's the thing. I don't doubt what you're telling me. I don't doubt what Matthew's telling me either. But I can see everything, which is I don't know how to use that tool in a way to be like, let me bop in and see this perspective of what this character can and cannot see. So to make a judgment, right? Also, I'm jumping on a lot of screens here. I don't always have that time to double check everybody's line of sight. So, bitches. Yeah, there you go. Ashta Felix coming in clutch. Yeah, again, flanking is optional. Bam. I don't use it. Because when creatures get bigger, it becomes a pain. No, exactly. Yeah. And that's why I'm looking for a line of sight reference here. Is that it? Is that all you give me, game? Pick a corner of a space and trace an imaginary line from that corner to any part of another space. We were going center on center. If at least one such line doesn't pass through or touch an object or effect that block vision, such as a stone wall or a thick curtain or dense cloud fog, then there is a line of sight. Okay. Well, that makes it clearer, I guess. Not as smooth as I would like, to be honest. Like an impersonate button, right? So like I could click on a character and be like, show me what they see, you know? Okay. That would be brilliant. I agree. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. So we do know how to check line of sight, corner to corner, and if we are not, and I know we can go instead of on center, we can put I can put my measuring tool on the corner to double check the line of sight there. So, yeah. Yeah. I still find it odd, but at least I have a way now to officially check it, right? So there's the official word. This is what line of sight is. Area of effect, spells, monsters' abilities. Choose an intersection of squares or hexes as the point of origin of an area of effect. Good to know. So we do not choose a square. We choose a point. That is important. Good to know. And here is the cover determination. Great. So this entire entry should be reviewed by using miniatures and tactical maps. Is going to be something we need to double check. Yes, there is. Ashta, there is. Let's dig in here. Yeah, roll 20. Come on. Week 1, launch game. So yeah, this is what I see. So this is a little funky, but when we go here, snap to corner is what we want. And then if we are from that corner to that corner, right? So if he is there and I come here, snap to corner, and we come from the corner, that would be obstructed. That is not. So Leko would have line of sight, right? I'm gonna spare the unconscious guys, right? Now. Nope. Snap to corner. Snap to corner. Right? So that hits the corner. That's obstructed. That does not. That's unobstructed. Let's see how far Leko has to go to not have line of sight. Because this is... So that's... Let's see. There's the 45. So Leko should have line of sight up to the 45 at least. So we click there. Unobstructed, outside corner to outside corner. I mean, at this rate, I think she's gonna have line of sight just the whole... Hold on. Oh, you went back to center. Stop that. Okay. I was like, wait a second. So. Unobstructed. 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 Or even that, I could call that obstructed. It touches the wall. But really, it has to be that. Because there's no way you have to be in perfect line for that to do that. For that to cause cover. That at least you have to be off the line. You have to be 2 squares out. And I'm even feeling like 3 squares would be appropriate, right? Because corners are more precise, and while it doesn't feel as intuitive, it seems easier to adjudicate. I agree. Yeah, we're gonna go with measuring on corners from now on, especially because AOEs usually talk in feet. So a 5 foot so here. So because here's the thing: a 5 foot square is 4 squares. Whereas if you are measuring on center, a 5 foot square is 9 squares. Now, by the rules, a circle of 5 foot square would still cover half on the cross, not on a diagonal. But then you get into a thing where, well, can't I turn the squares into a, like, on their side? And it's like, no, it's a circle, right? So it all becomes a bit of a pain in the ass. So we're gonna go with corners, and that's gonna make the difference in measuring, because, and I'm not going to change this because, for instance, a 5 foot square measured on a corner for call lightning means that hits one of them. And that's the setup that we were looking at in that match. Call lightning was our big. Call lightning and the cones were our biggest AoEs. They were our most common, mostly used AoEs. So that's really what we're judging on at the moment. Now I know that a lot of other AoEs are gonna happen, but it's good to know that I can I can measure from a corner point. That's gonna be helpful. So, the using miniatures section. Do we know what page that is in the DMG? I want to be able to put that up for reference for everybody. I have my handy dandy DMG right here. Let's see. Is it using miniatures and tactical maps? Running the game. Is it in combat? 247? Solving interactions, role-playing, objects, tracking monster hit points. Yes, okay. So this begins on page adjudicating area of effects. Begins on page DMG page 249. So we are going to, this is going to be a new rules section here. Probably didn't need to go that far. And bam. Adjudications. Really? That's not a word? I just misspelled it? Great. Thank you. There we go. All line of sight disputes and area of effect rulings will be made according to the guides given in the DMG starting on page 249. There we go. It's official. Bam. In the rules. So that'll be helpful for me because I hadn't reviewed those because we don't use minis. I mean, I love it, like they're fine. For this game, you have to have them. But I haven't used tactical maps and minis in a while. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, okay. 249 is a good place to reference it. Yep, but using miniatures, I will specify that. In the DMG, under the section using miniatures, starting on page 249. Yep. Or is it 250? $250. Spaghetti Land? Where's Spaghetti Land? That sounds like a wondrous place. Yep, so we don't need to worry about flanking. Not worried about facing or diagonal rules. Care about line of sight, area of effect. There we go. I feel like the best way to determine this would be closest corner. Now this is me adding to things. Would be closest corner of the attacker to the furthest corner or second furthest corner of the other person. Because furthest to furthest just is a little ridiculous. Because if we go from here, we should get line of sight by D&D rules there. Right? Yeah, that would be line of sight. That would be line of sight. I'm going to say anything that comes that close to that corner is a no-go. Hey, Bex, how you doing? Okay, so that has been updated right there. What else did we have to look into today? Oh, yes. Okay, so announcing for our second week, it is Roll20. Yeah, it is. For our second week, we are going to have the adjustment of the gameplay style as follows. This central square, this, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This 9x9 grid. Anyone standing in the grid when they score a point will score a bonus point. So, bonus points to be scored while standing in the grid. Right? So there you go. And I'm tempted to do the start your turn there, get a bonus point. Start your turn, get a point. I'm going to say yes. Let's do both. So, in the 9x9 grid in the center, if you start your turn there, you will earn 1 point. Here we go. Adjudications, we're good with that. I'm adding this to the boon document because that's one that everybody will likely need to open, right? Week 2, game mode. Secure the center. And it's a dangerous place, absolutely. Let's see. Pop back over here. Give me this. Bam. No, because for specification, Michael, you can see the center 9 squares are orange. The chests are not. So these chests do not score bonus points. They don't score you anything. Now you can duck in there to hide, but you don't start your turn there. You don't get the bonus point, right? So it's very clearly marked. Begin their turn in the 9 by 9 orange center square. Will earn for their team. I'm not going to give bonus points for healing, exclusively for damage, because healing already outscores. Let's double check. Damage? I think healing does outscore damage. Let's see. Our total. So in match 1, match 2 is an outlier, but I'll look at the other team. In match 1, we have 18 points from damage, and we have 22 points from healing, 13 points, 15 points in bonus, right? And over here we have 30 points in damage, 32 points in damage, and 17 points in healing. So it seems easier to acquire. I mean, and it should be healing. There's always going to be less healing done. Looking at grannies, they had 13 points in healing, 15 points in damage, $18, $29 to 16. Healing's pretty consistent. It's in the mid to high teens, kind of across the board. Of course, guilty conscience. Correct. That is correct, Weird Chick. Yes, they have their own point of view. So to simulate what how could I do that? Let me see. So Doctrine. GM notes, dynamic lighting. Okay, nope. That was the wrong setting. Advance your legacy settings. Nope. Nope. So for what I can say, Weird Chick, is this. So you see this dark area on the map. For them, that's black. They see nothing over there. It is pure blackness. So yeah, that's why, and I think it's interesting. What people probably should start to do, is move their mini 5 feet at a time and count it out, because then you can start to see stuff as you go, and if you move your full 30 feet and then you're like, all right, that's it, then you're stuck. Then you got to dash to get out of there. So for me, I would start moving them 5 feet at a time. So, yep. Points by dealing damage to enemies while in the center 9x9 square will earn an additional one. Nope. We'll earn one bonus point. It's kind of crazy watching the teams be just sort of bopping places and them not knowing where each other are. So yeah, I'm gonna start encouraging people to like kind of move each other, move solos in little steps. I think that's gonna make a big difference right there. Being able to occupy that center and control it, but not because you're out in the open, but not being able to earn bonus points from healing in the open, just earning the bonus points from controlling and damaging in the center, I think is going to be a good way. All right, and so adjudications right here. It is the responsibility of the character to manage and announce their concentration checks when damaged. Much the same way we would not expect the opposing team to call a player casting 2 concentration spells. We do not expect them to remember every player who is concentrating on any spell. So, official announcement to, here we go. Let's see. At PvP Season 3 at Holy Hand Grenade? Yeah. Concentration checks. I reviewed the checks and match events. at the start of tonight's talkback, the scores have been adjusted. 36 points of damage would not have been available to be made due to lack of spell slots and dropped concentration on Call Lightning. As such, the final score for that match stands at 58 versus 58. For your attention to detail and good sportsmanship, your team is awarded 3,000. I'm gonna type it out. 3,000 gold pieces. Bam. Officially announced. There you go. At this Malderide. Also, bam. So that has been announced. That is good. No, that honestly, Michael, thank you to Holy Hand Grenade genuinely for catching that, and for bringing it up in a timely fashion, so that I didn't have to go hunt it down, so that we didn't have to do anything like that. No, I don't. I also don't. I don't think people really want to forget the rules and then get themselves punished down the line. I'm not trying to incentivize or create a situation that incentivizes purposefully missing rules and then yeah, I know, we have seen it before, purposefully breaking rules and then calling yourself on it, but at the same time we do want to I don't want it to be a bounty system. I would rather have a team come to me and be like, hey, we fucked up, rather than have to wait for their opponents to come and be like, ooh, we caught it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You did. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. Nicely done. I'm excited to hear your new mics. I'm excited. I'll say I'm excited to hear you for the first time, because that was an interesting night. Okay, so that has been. I'm sure he did. So we appreciate it. So that is that. Now, quick little. Drop that music down just a smidge. Okay, quick note time. If you have not rolled for your weapon effect, right? We have these things where they're signature weapons. It's based off of the Moonblade, which is in the DMG. You can look it up. It's a very cool weapon. Basically, every week, your weapon will grow with you. That allows people to focus their gold pieces on defensive items, on situational items, and it keeps the offensive output power in both spells and melee or range weapons, martial weapons, in line. And so here we have the charts. They're the same from Season 2. I didn't update them. I didn't think there was that many new effects to really dig through and update them. And here's how it works. This week we're not doing any special bonus rolls for anybody. We are just doing it flat so that everybody can kind of learn and get a hold of it. And so what we are asking people to do is you go into the brewery, right, in the Discord, and where's that? Oh, I have a Q&A question. So the defender perk from the weapon implement states in the page that the weapon has a +3. Obviously, you can't get a +3. Correct. Will the player have to wait until they get a +1? To use the AC conversion, yes. The applicable weapon portion, yes. So here it is. When it comes to defender options, you have to have a... Oh, thank you, Weird Chick. Good stretch. Good stretch. Oh, we get the stretch. We do the stretch. It is... Oh, it is stretched so much. That is good stretch. Okay. If you roll a defender and you do not have any bonuses, you may do one of two things. You may re-roll until you get a non-defender option, or you may keep it and hope that you get a +1 later on in order to utilize that bonus. Those are your options. Now we'll go ahead and answer in the chat. If you roll a defender enchantment without any bonuses to apply, you may do one of the following. 1. Reroll until you receive a... that didn't work. Receive a non-defender enchantment. Or 2. Take the enchantment and gain no benefit from it until you roll a plus enhancement. Bam. So, so if anybody that does not know, it is a rough first week roll. Yeah, it is. So you can re-roll, you can take the +1. Re-roll or wait until you get the +1, right? Same as on the implements. That works out. Last thing, so yeah, you guys, you roll in the chart, and you Alucard is helping make custom weapons in D&D Beyond that apply all these bonuses properly. So there is that. My last thing that you guys that I need people to do is 3. Any questions regarding other teams' builds or equipment? Should be run through Cody. Should be run through me. And I'm gonna work on, because we've seen my fantastic spreadsheet skills. I'm gonna work on a spreadsheet that allows me to know and track the items that people are utilizing, right? So real quick, we're going to, let's see, item name, cost, Week acquired. Sold amount. And current owner. All right, and take this, grab a hold of that. We're going to come down here and do, let's see, team name, current gold, and yeah, week 1. Gold by week. I don't know where to put that yet, but yeah, that'll go somewhere. Yeah. There we go. Come with me. Yeah, here we go. Week 1. Oh, let's see. Preseason. Week 1. Week 2. Week 3. Week 4. Ah! Keep hitting tab. I mean to hit return. Week 5. I don't think you can get golden week 6. Week 6 is the playoffs, so that should be enough right there. So this should. Yep. Okay. So. Yep. Real quick. Item name. Let's see. How far down? I can always add, right? Sum of B5 through. Is that correct, or is it colon? I can never remember. B30. Okay. There it is. That's what it was. Colon. B5 through B30. Bam. That's going to sum that. And Control C, Control V, D5 through D30, right? And so I'm gonna skip one. Total, bam. Apologies. Some, let's see, H2, colon. I know that this is not what anybody thought it was going to be. H7. Yes. There we go. Great. And so this should equal sum of H9 minus 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 B31 plus D31. Error. Yeah, man. I feel you. I didn't like that either. That was not a good code. That's terrible. Would it help if we all had a gold tracker spreadsheet? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to create here, Alucard. Would this help? Does this help? Does this help? Does that make it better? No, it does not make it better. I'm trying to prevent people from having to put in yeah, I'll just do it that way. That's annoying, but B31 D31. Why is that a bad? Why? Why is that bad? Why are you mad at that? Don't be mad at that. That's silly. Oh, is that what's upsetting you? Is that it? Do you feel better now? Stupid thing. There you go. There. Feel better? There. Do I need access to it? I didn't know you had one. I mean, it would be, yeah, it's useful. The gold tracker, sure. So yeah, here is what I would like to infusions. Just list infusions. That is very true. All right. Now let's. Yeah. Ugly. Better. List infusions. There we go. Oh, there we go. So, infusion? I like that. And this is where people can just specify for me, is it an infusion, right? And we're going to do this because I know how long those names can get. Cost is never going to be very big. Week acquired and sold amount is never... Ooh, that's right. Boop. That should be good. Spreadsheets are lawless. So yeah, here is my idea. You just filled in a gold tracker earlier today. I didn't know you guys had one. I would not have recreated the wheel here. If somebody has a better one than what I just whipped up, please, you know, go for it. But this should be able to, like, ring of protection plus, I don't know, 2 should be 5. It should be, actually, this is going to be the pain part. Negative 5,000. Right. Week acquired. We can just call it 1. Right. Since yours, okay, actually have a link in the PvP guide for a simple sheet that can be used to copy and paste using a personal document. Great. Yeah. I would like it if the teams can have. Let me see yours. Let me see. Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah. Okay. Matthew sent it to me first. I mean, he was on it. So that's good. Okay. Gold earned. That's good. Starting funds match 1. I like it. That's good. Item sold. Gold gained. Yeah. Infusions listed. Owned by. That looks good. Let me see what Alucard's is. It's the same. Good. Yeah, great. Okay, great. Perfect. That I'm happy with. If you guys have one and you've been filling it out, keep going with what you got. My only question is, as long as I can clearly see who has infusions or what infusions they have, great. Next season, I'll do a fancy one, just because it has color, right? But you guys got you got all the same information, right? Preseason is 3,000, right? There we go. Now and if we earned, I know some people earned 6,000, right, in their thing. There's that. You sell it for half the amount, 2,500, right? Bam, 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 bam. So cool. You guys have one. Then use it. Great. We extended the show with a little coding with Cody. There you go. That's rhymey, but not super useful. Cody's gold tracker. Done. And I'll use that for my team, for my PvP team. Oh, right. So, this season, the lore team. I'm treating wins and losses just like normal. Here is the way the lore team operates this season, and I'm gonna put that right here. We're gonna pop right here, and this is gonna be lore team match results. Give me this. Match scores against the lore team are going to be recorded as normal. The lore team is made at at the same level of competitors. The lore team utilizes the ultra-modern rule set from Deus Ex Machina games and all appropriate supplements. If so, losses to the lore team award the entire league bonus gold equal to the the rest of the league. Well, no. Here's a quick question. Should it be the entire league, including you, if you lose? Or, it should be, yeah, it's going to be the entire league. The entire league. The entire league, bonus gold, equal to the score difference times 1,000 in gold pieces. Every point, it is for, so there's that. Wins against the lore team award only the winning, no, it should be, yeah, okay. What's up, Pixie? About to list some dice? What? Dice drop. We've got some awesome new masters, guys. Super, super excited to mold those. Wins against the lower team award only the winning team bonus gold equal to the score difference times 1,000 in gold pieces. So, motivation to bring your A game against the lore team. Lore team is it plays by a different set of rules. They almost lost. They are not nearly as strong as the previous lore team, but that is for story purposes. And if you don't know a lot of the story going into about Ultencia, it's a great way to kind of dig in and find out more about them. Yeah, Alucard has. So yeah, so a win against the lore team is a win against the lore team. It's a win. It's counted as a win. Okay. The only thing I'm gonna say is that the lore team cannot be in the playoffs. So currently, if we ended today, Guilty Conscience, we have a 4-team playoff for the bye Voodoo Child Man. Okay, we do a 4-team playoff. I mean, we might be able to do a bigger one. Doesn't matter. Here's the deal. Guilty Conscience would go up against Grammy's Gladiators. This small to ride would take on Holy Hand Grenade, and then the winners would face off for the playoffs, right? You're going for a playoff spot. So, Infinite Revolver can never participate in the playoffs. That is, they cannot do that. But they can serve as spoilers. So, and I think there will be some fun lore things that happen if Infinite Revolver has the best record all year. So, that's where we're at. That's our rules update right here. So I will go ahead and announce right now in the Discord, right? Thank you. Also, thank you guys for sending those things over to me. I do appreciate it. At PvP Season 3. Due to the 1-point loss this week, all teams except for... I don't want to phrase it like that. We're going to put it this way. Let's see. At This Small to Ride, at Holy Hand Grenade, at Murder Ball Cultist, at Guilty Conscience, you all receive a 1,000 gold piece bonus due to the performance of the Lore Team Infinite Revolver. Bam. There it is. That's it. All right. There we go, my friends. Is there anything else PvP related that I need to dig into, adjudicate, find the answer for, anything along those lines? I'm excited. I absolutely do want to raid Blondie. Yeah, we're going to send everybody over to raid Blondie as soon as I copy her her channel name, because I can never write it correctly, and that's just the truth. That's just my life.
Truly hard seltzer, now made with real fruit juice.
I don't need that. Thank you. So, my friends, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hang out, check out Blondie. She's our PvP friend, and played a great match on Saturday night. I'm excited. This season has already gotten off to a great start. If you guys want to make any content, please do so. And I'm going to see you guys next time. We're going to try to do maybe some League later in the week and all of those wonderful things. Yeah, I'm not tech questions are better in private. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We are going to see you guys next time. But until then, be cool. Damn.